各位傳媒朋友早晨，多謝大家出席今朝禮拜二行會前嘅記者會。稍後啦，行政長官會先同大家發言，然後接受大家嘅提問。咁疫情關係啦，咁請各位記者朋友都係盡量保持距離，戴好口罩。我哋依家首先有請行政長官。
各位傳媒朋友、各位香港早晨。
Friends from the media, fellow citizens, good morning. On the 8th of May, Sunday, Hong Kong successfully held the election for the sixth term of CE for the city. As we all know, yesterday, I had a meeting with the CE-elect, Mr. John Lee.
咁亦都係標誌住咧兩屆政府嘅交接將會係正式展開。而家距離第六屆政府就職係大約有50天。
between the two terms of government, with about 50 days to go before the transition. So this term of government will ensure that we have a smooth transition. So we've already set up the CE-elect's office, and we have provided manpower and resources, and in the coming days, we have at least the following tasks to complete. From now to the 30th of June, and also a few months beyond, there may be matters that warrant the attention of the Chief Executive. So yesterday, on Sunday, together with information provided from the Department of Justice and bureaus to the CE-elect's office. And Mr. Johnny also said that if he needs supplementary information, he would approach us, and we said to him that we'll be more than happy to provide to him information from the DOJ as well as the other 13 bureaus. And of course, the second task as well, this term of government is a bit special, and that is reorganization of government structure. As early back as in last year's policy address, after more than 4 years of experience in governance and taking into account views from the community, I presented a government reorganization structure, and the details were announced in January this year. I already said that the implementation of the package would wait until the CE for the sixth term has been elected before, and with his consent, we will secure support from LegCo. So we are putting together a plan to seek approval of LegCo for government reorganization, and it will be based on the proposal that we have 3 major secretaries and 15 bureaus as the basis. And we're waiting for further views, if any, from the CE-elect. As today, I don't know how the government structure would look like exactly after the 1st of July. So we haven't provided any document to the LegCo and panels yet. And as I said to John yesterday, the timetable is very tight, and I hope we can have a confirmed view from the CE-elect as soon as possible. The third task is, of course, the celebration activities for the 25th anniversary of the founding of the Hong Kong SAR, and also the swearing-in ceremony on 1st of July. With the epidemic easing, of course, we can start the preparation work very soon. Now, for the remaining 50 days in this term, we still have a lot of work to complete. Of course, we have never been slack in in the enactment of legislation. I have to thank LegCo and for Bills Committee on the bill to abolish the MPF offsetting arrangements. They completed the cross-by-cross examination last Friday. In other words, the bill
喺6月中咧可以提交翻俾立法會咧係恢復二讀同埋三讀。咁所以我對呢個攞到呢個嘅進展咧係感到非常之安慰，亦都係需要對立法會嘅所有議員咧係表示致謝嘅。第二個工作咧當然係繼續。
For this. The second task, of course, is to continue to put the epidemic under control and to ensure that we can gradually and orderly resume to normal. I gave an account of the situation to you last week, and I think the situation has been by far steady. We have around 200 to 300 cases per day, and yesterday we had a 3-month low in terms of the number of confirmed cases. I think it was 233 yesterday. But may I suggest to the media that you do not take too much attention over the fluctuation of figures because inevitably there will be fluctuations. As I said, we've been monitoring the two indicators from Hong Kong UN, that is the effective reproduction rate, and second is the real-time digital.
波動嘅，但個波動嘅幅度咧係令人唔擔心嘅。譬如有效嘅繁殖率只要低過1。
Now, so long as the RT is less than 1, I think the latest figure is 0.6432. We don't have to worry. The situation is by and large normal, but of course it will go up and down from time to time. And the second is the time point prevalence. And I think it's already fixed at about 10,000, but of course it may fluctuate. I think it was 0 for a day or two, but then yesterday it went up to 0.32%. But because it is at such a low level, there is no cause for concern. So every day, at 4:30 PC, I believe figures to be announced will continue to see some day-to-day fluctuation. However, this will not affect our earlier announced plan of gradual relaxation of social distancing measures. So starting on the 19th of May, we'll have the third round of relaxation of social distancing measures. So we announced that some of the measures and the second stage of relaxation will be announced and was well received by the community. And we're pleased to see that there can be more activities going on in the community. The third task is when we see some vibrancy in our economy, again, the catering and the retail industries are doing better, but we announced earlier a scheme to support our enterprises and also employment. We will continue to put effort in this area. So on application, on processing of applications and disbursement of funds, we will do it as soon as possible. Take the ESS 2022. For example, we received applications from 140,000 employers in May. That's already close to 80% of the earlier predicted figure of 160,000 employers. 1.2 million employees are going to be protected. And in May, they will be able to receive subsidy under ESS. And we've also got close to 10,000 applications, 100,000 applications from self-employed persons. According to my colleague, about 45,000 employers will be able to receive notification to receive the wage subsidy under ESS today, and the total amount is $2.3 million. So whether we're talking about the temporary unemployment relief or ESS, we will disperse the funds as soon as possible so that as our businesses resume operation, we can provide more support to them.
而家係提問時間，想發問嘅記者朋友啦，請先舉手，嗌到你嘅時候啦，請講出你代表嘅全體同聲，然後讓我哋俾你咁樣一齊發問嘅。咁啊，時間關係啦，咁啊請大家問嘅問題比較精簡，同埋最多問兩條，同埋不直接問。
早晨，林太TVB 嘅，咁啊首先咧都想問翻疫情嗰度咧，即係上個禮拜已經放寬咗啲啦，而家情況又繼續好似都幾好咧，會唔會陸續咧連第三階段都可以提早6月前咧，即係今個月底可以一次過開放，咁啊市民真係走上復常之路咧？咁啊另外第二就係頭先都提到咧嗰個架構重組嗰度咧時間好緊迫啦，可唔可以即係都同大家分享下話要唔要去到幾時真係有一個方案出嚟咧？因為立法會都真係有多程序要過嘅時候，咁大家可以更加明確知道下一屆政府會點樣做咧？同埋因為你有呢個架構方案先至能夠做到下一屆班嘅時候咧，係咪似乎都呢2個禮拜要決定咧？唔該。
第一個有關於疫情咧，係我諗社會上都係樂見我哋自從4月15日即係跌破咗1000個當日嘅個案咧，就係都係持續下降嘅嚇。咁所以就我哋係比較安心可以進入去第二階段，但係第二階段咧其實係下個禮拜，即係5月19日。咁所以按住我3月21日講嘅分3階段3個月嘅放寬咧，第3個階段將會係6月下旬。但係第3個階段再放嘅其實唔係好多嘅，只係將譬如我哋譬如喺餐飲業嗰度啦，就喺第2階段都已經宴會係可以放到好多人㗎，咁再放就係放晒嘅啫。咁所以暫時咧，我覺得比較審慎咧，都係再睇下先。如果有呢個空間，有呢個條件咧，我本人係傾向咧。等大家喺一個更加寬鬆嘅環境裏邊咧，嚟到去慶祝香港回歸25週年。但今日唔可以講，今日你等我第2階段安全着陸做咗先。第2個問題咧，其實就唔係喺我控制範圍以內，但係我已經提交咗一個具體嘅時間表咧，俾當選嘅行政長官，就希望咧就喺下個禮拜。就能夠先去行政會議，因為咁大套嘅架構重整方案，而且涉及到有啲法律嘅修訂咧，係需要有行政會議嘅討論同埋通過嘅。雖然我都有信心今日嘅行政會議咧都會接受3C15嗰個方案，但係都係需要走程序啦。咁所以之後咧就係按住立法會對於呢啲政府建議嘅審議啦。包括要去人事編制委員會啦，因為涉及開新嘅位啦，調動好多其他嘅位啦，改啲常備嘅名稱啦咁。咁跟住人事編制委員會，你都知道啦，就係要去財務委員會嘅。財務委員會通過個人事編制嘅建議同埋涉及嘅額外款項，而家估計咧係3C15個都會涉及超過3000萬嘅經常性開支咁跟住咧就要去立法會大會做一個政府嘅決議案，嚟對修訂嗰啲司局長嘅名稱，因為喺香港法律裏面咧好多局長都出現個名嘅，咁如果改咗個名，咁啊要改過晒呢啲法律，但係我哋都唔會逐條法律改㗎啦，係用應該係用香港法律第1條嚟到去做嘅。咁所以我哋原本嘅設計嘅時間表咧，就應該喺下個禮拜爭取行政會議可以討論。咁但係因為立法會咧就已經表示會係全面配合。主席琴日梁君彥主席琴日都講咗啦。咁所以如果可以再推遲一啲，先能夠可以有一套完整拍板嘅方案咧，睇嚟都做得到嘅。咁所以我都係會等當選行政長官話俾我聽，究竟我哋嘅時間表應該係點樣樣。咁但係我相信呢， 喺早班嗰度就唔會等到即係立法會大會去到6月中通過先至揾人㗎啦，因為呢個正正係愛國者治港之後嘅選舉制度嘅優勢啦。我哋知道呢個立法會係會支持特區政府施政嘅，我哋亦都係提早喺今年1月就交晒啲詳細嘅方案嘅內容啦，亦都係各個局長去咗相關事務委員會解釋，譬如點解要有文化體育旅遊局啦，咁亦都喺社會上醖釀咗一段時間都有共識嘅，咁所以喺呢啲因素之下咧，如果嗰個去立法會攞申請嘅程序係需要稍為壓縮，喺一個更加短嘅時間裏邊完成咧，似乎都應該有把握嘅。
好，記者問。前排最邊方之後。
Thank you, Ms. Lam. This is from Bloomberg. Last week, John Lee said that his role is to remove the obstacles to satisfy the requirements for reopening the border with specifically the mainland. What are specifically the requirements to reopen the border, and what specifically are the obstacles? Thank you.
As you may recall, in September last year, following a very long period of 0 local cases, for almost 4 months, the Hong Kong SAR government had been discussing with the mainland authorities about resuming quarantine-free travel into the mainland. And the then Chief Secretary for Administration, Mr. John Lee, was responsible for leading the Hong Kong SAR government delegation to discuss with the mainland authorities. And some officials from the Central People's Government also arrived in Hong Kong to look at our anti-epidemic work so that they had a better idea of our strategy. So one of the prerequisites then was Hong Kong had to achieve no local infections for a while. So the first thing that any resumption of quarantine-free travel with the mainland will have to reaffirm whether this is still the prerequisite. Okay. And that's why I said in my last report, as you know, I issue a monthly report on Hong Kong SAR government's anti-epidemic work. So in my last monthly report at the very beginning, I said that Hong Kong still has to strictly adhere to a strategy to try to reduce the importation of cases, and hence this hotel quarantine and also the flight suspension mechanism. But at the same time, also need to have some sort of social distancing measures to prevent a rebound. And these measures exactly were to create the necessary preconditions for resuming quarantine-free travel into the mainland. But the first thing we need to do, if it happens within my term, or John has to do if it happens within the beginning of his term, is to engage with the mainland authorities and to understand whether what we have discussed last September to December still stand as the prerequisites for the resumption of travel.
好，我哋問多最後一位記者兩條問題。後排行職3嗰位女記者，係呢位。
早晨，林太，我係商台嘅。首先想問一問啦，李生啱啱以1416票高票當選啦，咁你會唔會覺得李生比你更適合做特首呢？另外就想問一問呢，因為近呢5年喺你在任期間啦，其實市民對政府嘅民望都比較偏低，有冇信心新政府可以重建市民嘅民望呢？唔該。
我已經講過好多次咧，我就唔會評論呢啲關於下一任行政長官嘅施政嘅工作嚇，亦都唔係時候嚟總結本人喺5年任期裏邊嘅工作，咁所以唔好意思啦，唔答呢啲問題。多謝大家。
好，今日嘅記者會到此為止，唔該。